Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Smart Counsel for Lunch. My name is Sean Downing, and I'm an attorney here at the law firm of Samuel Sayward and Baylor, located in Dedham, Massachusetts. We focus our practice in areas of estate planning, elder law, probate, and trust and estate administration. So this week, I wanted to answer a question about why you shouldn't name minor children as beneficiaries on your accounts. So I'm talking about retirement accounts, bank accounts, investment accounts, anything really. So the issue is, um, and often people are trying to make this as simple as possible, but the issue is they're not legally old enough to accept that asset if they're not yet 18. So what happens is, if they get named, pass away, and that child is still a minor when they inherit it, there's going to have to be a court process for someone to be appointed as their guardian in order to take for them. Now, this is a big hassle, and it's a cost, it's annoying, and it slows down the process, right? Because you're going to have to have someone appointed before the money can actually go to benefit your kid. On top of that, as soon as your kid turns 18, they're entitled to the full asset. Now, some people, that's not a big deal. I know some people who are really sad. If they're able to go fight in a war, they should be able to get access to the money. A lot of people don't want their children or their grandchildren to be able to access that money at 18. So if that's a concern, I would not list, or anyone really, if the age that the person inheriting, if you don't want them to receive it now, you shouldn't be naming them as a beneficiary outright. What can you do instead? The easy solution is to use a trust. So a trust is it's a vehicle that survives your life. So it sits around, you create it when you're alive, and it lasts longer than your life. And what a trust can do is it can receive assets either upon your death, or you can put it in now. And it's smart enough to know that if you pass away, the trust knows what to do after you pass away and where to give things out. And it also knows when to hold on to assets and give it out at a later time. So let's say you want this account to go to a minor, you put the account in the trust, you pass away. Now that trust is going to know all the assets that are designated for that minor beneficiary. It's not going to go out until that minor is, let's say, 30, and it's going to hold on to it. And your trustee will be in charge of managing the money, making sure it's invested properly, and they can give out distributions if it's necessary, help pay for college, that kind of thing. But until that minor beneficiary is 30, they won't have full control over the assets. That's entitled to them. Let's say 30, the money will go out. So a trust can really do a lot of fancy things. That's kind of the simplest version of that, but it can get a lot fancier than that. And it can really make sure, the young people in your life that you want to benefit are getting money when it makes sense to get the money without the need for a court process. I hope that helps. And I hope to see you all at our upcoming seminars being hosted at our office. Have a great spring.